Morning, Steve Fried with the morning grain calls. Well, we've got most of the grain markets higher. At one point, nearby beans were over $16, and corn, November beans, over $14. Corn trading a little bit over $6.60 in the July, whereas the Dees is trading around $5.44. Wheat's, Chicago's back over $7. Kansas City's around $6.58, while Minneapolis is around $7.23. U.S. stock market is marginally higher. We've got the dollar marginally lower, crude marginally higher, and copper also marginally higher. As far as news, yesterday it was announced that China bought another 1.7 million tons of U.S. new crop corn. Mexico, 128,000 tons. So we think that China's going to take all that's on the books for this year, which could be somewhere around the 23 million ton area, and that imports of all origins to China this year will exceed 30 million tons. We think that they have close to 7 million tons now on the books for new crop, and that maybe they have bought as much as 10 to 12 million tons. I think the nearby markets were supported yesterday in corn and beans and overnight by the strong domestic basis. Crushers continue to try to buy beans and corn to process. We did see a disappointing NOPA crush number, 160 versus guesses of 169. There was talk of some downtime and struggles to buy beans to crush. We also note that that lower number caused lower soybean oil stocks number. And overnight we were trading soybean oil at 70 cents a pound. Palm oil futures are higher on concern about supply. We also note that there was a Matif rapeseed price in France was lower, but the Canada canola prices were limit up. Soybean plantings are 61% done versus 51 last year and 37 average. And we noted that when we look at the world soybean supply for 21-22, the USDA increased that 23 million tons from this year. So we're going to have to see record high acres and yields in Brazil next year, record U.S. acres and yield here in the United States, and a 3% increase in Argentina acres and 7% increase in soybean yield to reach that number. It appears a little optimistic. We also note that U.S. corn plantings is 80% done versus 68 average. USDA has the Brazil crop at 102 million tons. Some people are down 18 million tons to 84 million tons. Offsetting that, though, is the fact that Informa came out with a 96 million acre acreage guess. So that offsets that. Right now, the USDA is expecting Brazil corn exports at 34 million tons. They shipped 18 to date, means they need to ship 16 July 7th. The previous record was 13, and some people think they'll only ship 10, which leaves 325 million bushels of corn that has to find a home. Winter wheat rated 48% good to excellent. There's the crop tour this week, and also spring wheat is 85% planted versus 71 average. Could see some rains up there, but long term it's supposed to be dry in the northern plains in Canada. So now it's up to weather, which makes the market volatile, choppy, and uncertain. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. Remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.